So I made it up chapter 94, Crescent City's House of Flame and Shadow. So we're gonna go ahead and put that there for a second. So I was wrong. I was wrong about the Northern Rift being turned into a portal to nowhere, but I was right about the fact that Bryce is obviously multiple steps ahead of the Asteri. Yeah, because the portal to nowhere it's not a portal at all. It's a black hole. And, we had players to test this out, of course, because Bryce finally combines the sword and the dagger and plunges it into Pollux. Now, keep in mind, Pollux is weakened at this point, so the fact that it took so much of her power, and then Hunt having to, throw his hellfire into this sword and dagger as well to ultimately create this black hole and, suck Pollux into nowhere. But at the same time, because it's a black hole, Bryce is getting sucked into it as well. Now, thankfully, she makes it out alive, but this is just one Asteri, and a weak Asteri at that. We still have to take out the rest of them. I mean, because as far as the Asterian guard, right, they're basically taken care of, right? Between the Princes of Hell, between all the demons, between the mech suits that we've taken over, the Asterian guard stand zero chance at this point. The only threat we have is going to be the Asteri themselves. Now, the only way I see Bryce being able to take out the rest of the Asteri is through this antidote from Hypaxia. Thankfully, she has entrusted the two most reliable people, Ethan and Therian, to deliver it. Yeah, Ethan has already destroyed all of his antidote. Therian has 2 left, but he has to give one to Lydia because Ruhn shot her in the leg to save her life, of course. But now he's standing in front of Pollux, claiming to be Lydia's mate so that she can escape. So hopefully she saves him now that I don't know. That's gonna be a mess. If he makes it out of this alive, he's gonna be in a mess with Lydia for a while. Now the other antidote, right? Obviously it has to go to Bryce, but I don't think Hunt needs the antidote, right? So far, everybody that's taken the antidote, right? Ethan, Lydia, and Therian, right? Once they have taken this antidote, they have now gained an elemental power, right? That's what the parasite has gotten rid of over all this time, is that elemental power. And Hunt has always had an elemental power, right? He was also able to take the tattoo off of his forehead. So I feel like the Asteri really have no control over him at all, which means that the parasite maybe has no control over him either. So I feel like it's a possibility that if Bryce can get the antidote, then Hunt can just keep dumping his hellfire into that sword and dagger, and ultimately she can go and take out the rest of the Asteri and put them into that portal, the black hole, the portal to nowhere.